This is called a menorah, or in the Hebrew, the MENORAH. And it's that time of year when you've probably started to see these all around. The menorah is one of the most iconic symbols associated with the Jews of the Bible. When you go into the biblical records, it's often referred to as the candlestick. You can find this in Exodus chapter 25, verse 31, and all throughout the Bible. It was used in the temple of the Jews, where it provided light by burning pure olive oil, just like the biblical records specify. During the Feast of the Dedication, better known as Hanukkah, all 7 of these branches are to be lit in commemoration of the temple of the Jews being rededicated back to the God of the Bible after the Greeks profaned and destroyed the temple. With all that being said, many of you may not have noticed, but the menorah of the biblical Jews is not the same as the menorah that's used by the Jewish people today. The Jewish people today use a candlestick that has 9 branches. A branch is referring to each stem that holds a cup for oil or a candle. As you can see, this one has 7. That's found in the Bible. Exodus chapter 25, verse 32. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. When we go to verse 37, it's going to show us that altogether that makes the 7. Verse 37, and thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof. But when you count the branches on the Jewish menorah, there's 9. Well, some of you may say, well, what does it matter? It's just 2 extra branches. Well, it matters because nowhere in the biblical records will you find a candlestick with 9 branches. Every mention of the menorah in the biblical records, it's 7 branches. Well, why do the Jewish people have 2 extra branches? To put it plainly, the culture of the Jewish people today is not the same as the culture of the Jews in the Bible. And the more you start to study and learn, you would realize that they are 2 completely separate and different cultures altogether, all the way down to who the Bible even says the Jews are. The Bible describes the Jews as being black. Today, the people that claim to be so are not. And this is not a slight to Jewish people or the Judaic faith. This is simply in further highlighting that there is a difference in being a Jew according to the Bible and being Jewish according to belief.